CDL license. If you know somebody who's a courier, if you know somebody who's a truck driver, they need to be listening to the show right now. I have in studio with me. This is a brother you all need to know. Everybody. Google him, find out about him. He created an app, Dayrunner. This brother's name is Marvin Walker. Marvin, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man, WB, what's up, man? Thank you for having me, man.
Brother, look, I'm so excited for you. I'm excited to be in your presence. You know, your story. We got a lot of similarities. A whole lot of similarities.
Yeah. I think a lot of listeners got the same similarities.
Yeah, a lot of listeners.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly right. So literally, man, look, let me tell people about this brother, right? So this brother, right? He was born over in Africa. Comes back.
No. South America.
South America, right. South America.
Yeah, they get it confused. Guyana and Ghana.
Yeah. South Africa. I'm so sorry, South America. I'm still saying Africa. I'm thinking about Africa because actually I'm planning a trip for the Truth Fighters to go to Ghana. And the guy who's setting it up for me got in touch with me actually this morning, so I was going to surprise them with it later on today before I got off the air. And so I was thinking about that as I was talking to you. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
So South America comes to America. Your mom's a hardworking mom, trying to make ends meet. You poor. You're trying to survive. You start selling CDs, everything to try to survive.
Yeah.
You out here on your hustle, trying to survive. You meet a big boy doing some work with him, right?
Yeah.
And then you go into literally being a carrier and doing stuff, delivering packages and other things like that, and working with truckers and couriers and stuff like that. Yep. You become your own little independent person. And as you're going through this, you realize how other people are taking advantage of you and other people. So you create this app. Tell us about the app.
So Dayrunner is basically a hybrid between FedEx and Uber, right? Technology is, strongly taking over a lot of industries. And if you're not incorporating technology in your business, you're just going to be obsolete. So I just been watching the landscape. When I got out of the music industry, which I was in till about 08, 09, right when the economy had tanked and, the internet was, driving everybody out of the music industry. So that's how powerful it was. And I didn't quite get it when I was in the music industry. But so like young people like Soulja Boy, they understood the power of the internet and leveraging technology to connect direct with their consumer. So I've been working for this courier company. I've been subcontracting, right, as an independent contractor, my own business. And, what I found is that when you achieved a certain level of success, if they felt like you was making more money than you should have been making, like they would pull the rug from underneath you. And this was the third time that it happened to me. And I was just fed up with that. So I said, you know what? I had two accounts at the time. I was doing some American Red Cross deliveries with that one company. And then the one customer that I still had, we were delivering auto parts, right?
Okay.
And I was only making about $100 a week profit off of my drivers because I would buy guys a vehicle, get them in business, pay them the lion's share of what the account was paying because I felt they were doing the work. They should make the most money. It's how I wanted to be treated. I'm assuming all of the liabilities, the gas money, the maintenance.
You was doing us right. That's what you was doing.
I was treating our people right.
You was treating us right.
And the sad part is, like, people did believe that I would buy them a truck and leverage it because I'm like, dude, I'm making passive income. If I could make it, by helping you, like, why would I not do it? Plus, I'm making it off of as many people as I could help. So it pays to help people. So started doing a model while I was doing that. And then the company I was working for, man, the guy, after, asking me to go down to Georgia and build up his business, just started pulling on my accounts once I got his business up and running. And I was in a position where now I had gotten at this time about 18 vehicles for the drivers that were working for me. And I didn't have no more work as he's pulling my accounts. And I had to scramble to find work so that my credit don't go bad for my business and my personal, because some of the trucks I got under my personal credit for some drivers. So I was in scramble mode. So I said, man, I knew the pain points because I was driving myself, right? I said, what if I could create an app that was a hybrid between FedEx and Uber that gave companies the ability to see in real time where their delivery is, kind of like with Uber.
Right.
But also, if a driver's in an accident or his vehicle, breaks down, like those are the two things we have no control over. But the customer's still expecting their delivery on time.
Right.
So I said, if I could create an ecosystem where all of these drivers are on the same network, right? If my vehicle breaks down or I'm in an accident, I could find a driver with the closest vehicle within minutes of me, get that product on that vehicle, and let them go finish their delivery while I tend to the vehicle. And so, I called my dad first. Say, yo, Pop, I want to start this app.
Right.
I say, yo, why don't you let me get some of your retirement money so I can create this app? You keep calling me every week asking for money anyway. Invest in me and your money will pay you.
Mm-hmm.
And my pop was like, well, son, the way my retirement is set up.
My checking and my savings.
Yeah.
My savings and my checking.
And I was like, Dad.
You know how we are, though. You know how we are. You know how
so
we are.
So I just say, yo, just forget it. And I sold my house, man. I emptied out my retirement. I sold my all of my stocks, sold my house. And I just started developing my app. And I would go and I would have, seminars at hotels because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the right thing. And I would interview drivers. And, I had this seminar called Contract Like a Boss, Make Profits, Not Wages. Mm-hmm. Because for me, if we got to go get a tax ID, so that you could operate as a subcontractor for these companies. And now you're technically a business.
Right.
But if I'm getting paid like an employee at the end of the week, that made no sense to me. So I wanted to show drivers how using my model, they could be that business. So it gave them an opportunity to scale up. And that's pretty much how it started. My first seminar that I did, I had 17 people come out. And it was just an idea at the time. I didn't even have the app like I do now. And I was just telling them based on what I wanted to do in the different membership levels. And I asked them who would sign up for it. And, when you fix a problem for yourself, you're really fixing it for other people too, right? Yeah. So out of that room of 17 people, man, 12 people signed up the same day. And 5 people said that they got to go and talk to Big Mama, make sure Mama cool with them, making an investment. Because mine's is a membership level. And they pay for benefits to help keep them in business, right?
Right.
So 12 of people said that they would sign up, and then the other 5 went to talk to Big Mama, and then 3 of those people came back, yo, talk to my wife, she's with it. And I was like, wow, like those are great odds out of, 17 people.
Right.
I got 15. Right. So, but none of them gave me no money because I didn't have an app. I was just telling them the idea and wanted to test it and see if they did. So 2 weeks later, what I did was I replicated that same conference. The first one I did in Richmond, Virginia, and then the second one I did in that Charlotte, North Carolina, where we're headquartered out of, and 38 people came out to the next one. But this time I had a membership agreement. I had started developing the app and, had a notary there, and they signed, those members signed up, had an agreement. And once I knew that they would commit with a legal binding agreement, I just knew I had something. And that's when I moved forward, sold the house. And
now, everybody who's listening, we're talking to Marvin Walker. He created this app, Dayrunner. And what's the app? What are you worth now? Like a couple of $1 million now?
Just a couple.
Couple of million?
Don't put my numbers out there.
Don't put your full numbers out there. We just said couple of $1 million he's worth off of this app. This is why I keep telling y'all. I tell my listeners all the time, right? I say, look, we need to collectively come together, try to put up $50, $100, whatever we got, create an app. Let's swing for the fences. It may work. It may not work. But let's try to put something, because I believe technology, like you, is the key to making money now.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the key to it.
And you could scale so fast to do it. But that's what I did. So once I sold the house and I invested all the money I had, I ran out. But our memberships is what has given us the ability to grow. So it's all about group economics. We got to come together.
I talk about that every day.
We got to work together, just like the Jewish community, the Asian community.
Amen.
Unfortunately, our people have been programmed to not trust each other, and we do have some people that do shady stuff. That's in those other communities too.
And that's an anomaly. That's not everybody.
Yeah,
it's not everybody.
Exactly.
It's an anomaly.
Yeah, but if we don't start putting our resources together, in my country, in Guyana, and in the Caribbean Islands, we used to do what's called a susu.
I know all about
Before we had banks, we did susu.
I know all about a susu.
10 families would get together, and everybody would put up $100, and one person would get that $1,000 that week, right?
My family from Puerto Rico, that's the same thing.
So you get it, right? In the Asian community, they call it a hoi.
Yep.
We don't need banks if we work together. That's how we did before banks were around.
Marvin, hold that thought one second. We're up against the break. For everybody who's listening, we're talking to Marvin Walker. We'll be right back. You listen to the WB.
I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. And even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, Maria, and she convinced me to continue my education. Just never judges. She's a true role model.
From the depths of my heart, I thank you, Maria, for being a friend and a beautiful person. No one receives a diploma alone, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. Thank you.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
All right, for everybody who's just tuning
The
in,
champ is here!
the man Marvin Walker, he created an app called Dayrunner. Now look, I just found out something in the break. You don't even have to have a truck. You can have a car. Marvin, let's talk a little bit about this because I didn't realize you can do it with a car.
Yeah. So we provide our customers with all vehicle types, all the way from a car up to a 53-foot dry van. So, it is what it is. It's not limited to that because we do everything from delivering documents and envelopes for lawyers, right? Mm-hmm. Take some stuff to the courthouse, up to big pallets, right? So it's based on your vehicle. Whatever you have at the time, you could come on with that. Or, if we have an account that requires a vehicle and you don't have that vehicle type, we do leases to our contractors where we'll provide them with a vehicle. We just get them in where they fit in.
Like, what I love about the app after looking at it, it's so transparent. So somebody who's driving, who's actually driving and using the app, they see everything. Mm-hmm. They see what you made, what they made, everything.
Yeah, well, one of the big issues for me when I came out the music industry, if I wrote a song with Bruno Mars, which I did, right, and we co-wrote it, he got 50%, I got 50%, and Lionsgate Film said, hey, we're going to give y'all $100,000 to use this song. I know that he get 50 and I get 50. So when you do the contract work as an independent contractor, that's what they tell you. We're going to give you X amount of percent. But these companies don't show you what they're billing the customer. So when a driver on a Dayrunner platform does a delivery, they see what we bill the customer and based on their membership level, what they were paid. So they'll see what the app received as its commission and what they got. And then they could look at it and do the math and say, oh, wow, they really are paying me what I'm supposed to be getting. So I wanted it for myself. So I made sure we had pricing transparency for all of our contractor partners.
Now, one of the things that I'm really excited about in talking to you is that you got not just the Dayrunner app going, you got a whole network of different things that you're working on right now.
I got a suite of apps. So we got the Day Wallet app, which is a Cash App-like app that comes with a companion card for all your relatives. So if you have the Day Wallet, you can send money to your brother, your cousin in Guyana, your wife. She's at Victoria's Secret for your anniversary, and she wants some money. You send them money in real time, and that's just a way to get our people from having to pay these high costs that Walmart and MoneyGram and those other money transfer services are charging. Because a friend of mine, he sent $125 to his mother in Jamaica, and they charge him $25.
Wow.
And it's like, that.
So it works internationally too.
Yes, we could send money from here to Ghana. And, you're talking about going to Ghana. Ghana is actually bringing a Dayrunner platform out there so that we can help the people with their logistics needs out there as well. But, yes, we're an international money transfer platform with our Day Wallet. Then we also have the Pet Runner platform where we use licensed veterinarians, vet techs, and vet assistants to come pick up your pet, take them to get their medical visits at the PetSmart Banfield hospitals, but also we'll pick up pet supplies. If you're going out of town, our veterinarians, vet techs, and vet assistants will come pick up your pet and take it to the boarding while you go get on the plane, right? So we're making life convenience for people in that area as well. And then we have the daycare platform, which is a non-emergency medical transportation company. So if your loved one is going to chemo or, dialysis or anything like that, we come and we pick them up and we take them, where they need to go. But you could see where your relative is at.
That's like an Uber.
Just like an Uber, right? Turn by turn. So in the transportation part, as far as packages, you don't got to sit at home no more when you hear from these other companies, oh, we'll be there between 9 and 12.
Right.
9 times out of 10, they're going to show up at 11:59. You done wasted from 9 o'clock to, 11:30. Right. So we're trying to eliminate all of that, and that's what we do.
Brother, look, let me tell y'all, for everybody, what's the website? Let's do the website.
Yes. So if you're interested in finding out more about Dayrunner, visit us at DayrunnerApp.com. Again, DayrunnerApp.com. You can download the app from our website. If you want to come on as a driver, click join as a driver. If you have a business that needs delivery service and you want to get your product to your customer in the quickest time possible and give them visibility where the driver is, you could go on there and click book a runner and set up an account there. So anytime you need some delivery, you could just go in there and schedule a delivery with any one of our delivery professionals. All of our drivers are OSHA and HIPAA compliant, so they are qualified to handle sensitive documents. And, blood, we're working with the American Red Cross doing deliveries with them, so you have to be OSHA trained to handle, those products. And their background check, we put the highest level of security with our customers, so, all of our drivers are background check, OSHA and HIPAA compliant. So,
and see, what I really love about this, for everybody who's just listening, right? The brother said the key thing for me. I'm treating you the way I wanted to be treated when I was in that position. That's important. Yeah. See, people don't understand how important that is. It's important because when you treat people like that, that makes them want to work for you. That makes them want to do, they want to do right because they know you doing them right.
Well, you create business partners and not employees, right?
Exactly.
Like I want us to work together.
Exactly.
And again, I was providing my service to these companies. They weren't paying me right. They were telling me I was getting one thing and then doing something else. So I can't turn around and do that to somebody else when I didn't like it being done to me.
Right.
But also the most important thing, what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a platform where all of the independent contractors could come in that platform. One, have access to other drivers, because once you become an independent contractor and you have a dedicated route, you can't take a day off. Because if you take a day off, the company gives your route to somebody else.
Right.
Well, how am I a business? But on the Dayrunner platform, if you want to take a day off to go to your kid's recital, you want to just have go and take a week's vacation with your family, you could do that by tapping into our network of drivers who have been vetted and use one of those drivers by scheduling a future date. And then now you can go on vacation, and when you come back, take back over your route.
Right.
So we give them control. But most importantly, now, because you're a member on Dayrunner, you could take a vacation. The second biggest thing is when you work for some of these courier companies, they'll try to pay you whatever they feel like paying you and say, hey, even if you're not making money, I need you to do this. Now, if you and me are in the same company and I say, look, man, I'm not making no money, so I can't do that, which is my right as a business owner.
Right.
You may feel the exact same way as me, but you might have child support, and I've seen this. So you like, man, I got to go take this just so I can pay this child support this week so I don't go to jail.
Right.
But that's how they keep the industry to where they could pay us whatever they want. On the Dayrunner platform, if you have a cargo van, our price is set, and everybody who has a cargo van gets paid the same thing. We are competitive with the marketplace, but we can't be pitted against each other, right? Because FedEx and UPS don't let the customer tell them what they're going to pay.
That's right.
So if I'm a business too, why can't I set my price and you pay my price? And if you don't like my price, then just don't use me. But if I work for you, don't not give me no work because I told you, hey, I can't do it at that price point.
Right.
I don't make no money.
Because the price point is already set.
Yeah.
It's already
set. So the price point in the Dayrunner model is already set, is competitive, but you will get paid what you're worth and what you're supposed to get.
And to everybody out there with CDL license who are truck drivers, the brothers also said, look, if you don't have a vehicle, they have a lease program too. So look, it's a win-win all the way around. Marvin, before I let you get out of here, because we're about to get ready to close out the show, give us the app again. Give us the app. Give us the website so people can get more information.
All right, it's Dayrunner App, and you can visit us at dayrunner.app.com. That's www.dayrunner, DAYRUNNER, app.com.
Now, for everybody who listens to the show, everybody who watches the show, this brother is about to become a fixture on my show. He just don't know it yet. But he's about to become a fixture on my show. I'm gonna try to get this brother tied in once a week, even if he calling in. We gonna do something because it's all about helping each other. That's what it's all about. And we have to help those who are helping us and who have good intentions for us.
That's right.
And when you meet somebody like that, we always need to get behind that person. So, brother, anything I got, I'm opening up to you because you opening it up to us as a people. And when I meet people like that, I'm man, hey, whatever I can do.
Likewise.
That's the way I feel. So we're going to definitely be working together, Truth Fighters, y'all, to get more information every week now. Because, like I said, I'm going to try to get the brother on at least once a week so we can get some stuff going.
I appreciate it.
So, look, we're about to go to break. When we come back, I'm going to go ahead and close us out like I always do. You've been listening to the WB.